25, and we're finally back playing something different. This time we're playing Tengami. There's a game all about... Oh, I have to start a new game. This is a game all about Origami. Look at how this paper mache just folds. Dreams. Fading. Yeah, it looks like you're fading. I mean, the guy down there is sound asleep, and I'm guessing he's gonna wake up as this goes along because his cherry blossoms are like all dying. Gone. I guess we're gone. They're flying away now. Except for one. We're gonna play the actives, the villain of this game, and pick up the last one. And apparently wake this guy up with the smell of cherry blossoms in the middle of winter. How do you sleep for so long? He's finally up in all his paper mache-ness. And we're off to an adventure. Where's the adventure? Ah, there we go. Just go to... So this game is all about going to glowing lights and turn the page. That was the tutorial then, ladies and gentlemen. Oh wait, still tutorial. Tap to walk. So this game is played exclusively using the Wii U gamepad. By using the touchscreen. Is it any surprise to you guys if I say that this game's on the iOS? Anyway, I'm kinda like this game. We'll get through this as we play along and play through the game, but I'm kinda fond of it and kinda not. I think it's kind of overpriced. But here's how you do puzzles in this game. Done. So you get real origami. One thing I really like about this game's visual is the fact that all the origami in this game, like everything I see that folds, created in real life to make sure that it actually folded properly. A bridge. As keep following all these like hints, ripples. You can turn off the hints in the settings, but it makes the game kind of hard to figure out what exactly you can or can't interact with in the first playthrough. So I'm just gonna keep it on just for convenience sake. This game was developed by 3 people, 2 of which were ex-Rare employees and the third one wasn't. That's all I can say. Also, this music was composed by a 4th member, which was ex-Rare, but I'm not gonna say who that is yet, because at a certain point, one of the tracks, you're gonna be able to recognize who the composer is. So this wolf is a douche. Because he fooled me with his voice. Try to fold it up again. Just gonna fold it down before he can move. Also, I really just like staircase folds. It's really, real cool. Now, this is a game all about visuals, sound, and puzzle solving. It's basically a point and click game. But not a Tim Schafer, haha, this is funny point and click. Welcome to the first real puzzle of the game. See how the wolves, the bottom wolf is kinda tiny? And then the rest of them kinda gets bigger and bigger as you descend? Also like how you can see the wind chimes getting from shorter to longer, as you have to start high and go low in the tone. So now once that's done, you've lured that wolf, you've tricked him into thinking that it's winter and now it's hibernating. So now there's gonna be no one that's gonna stop us from using the staircase. There is one more thing to this game besides just like walking around solving puzzles. That is actually collecting 10 hidden stamps throughout the game that can be used to post on Miiverse. I've collected 8 of them, and even starting a new game does not seem to respawn though. Quiet for a second, let you see this. I just love the look of that arch up there. Just the coloring, just contrast, I love it. I love a lot about this game's visuals. Because that's about all there is to this game. Well, I'm saying I'm fond of this game, but I find it a little overpriced. Because I think it's like $8 on the eShop. It could have gone for a little less, simply because of this game's length. I went into this game sort of knowing the length of the game, that it was really short. Like, I wasn't expecting a 2-hour experience. So, if you're willing to pay $8 for a 2-hour game, you should definitely go for it, but this isn't for everyone. Also, we actually need to get inventory in this game. Just the crest is broken, as you could clearly read. It's gonna keep going right, because there's nothing to us to the left. Well, I think sometimes to the left of you, where you start, there is a stamp. But I'm pretty sure I collected a stamp over here. There's still two, like I said earlier, two that I don't know. So here we're gonna go to one of the puzzles that's not really a puzzle. It's more like, hey, you did a thing. Turn the page. What do I mean by this? Well, this kind of reminds me of a Silent Hill Shattered Memories puzzle where you kind of just did a thing rather than actually solve something. It's like, lift this. The water went down. Now lift. Didn't go down all the way. Maybe it is a puzzle because not everyone can solve it. Lift that thing. Thing falls out. Lift that. And then when it eventually comes up, yeah, you did a thing. Do that like baby clap thing where you don't actually clap properly and you just like slam your palms into each other because babies don't quite understand how clapping works yet. We did a thing. Now we can progress with the game. I'm gonna be sounding so cynical while playing this game. They might be wondering, dude, you haven't been doing videos for 2 years and then you come back with a Mario Kart video and now you're doing a game you don't feel like. Why are you even doing this game? Well, because it's short. So it will act as a fairly decent practice to do commentary. You know, so I can actually see if I can actually have something to talk about when we're walking over areas of just visuals. So whenever you actually have to use something for your inventory, it's gonna show up right here in the top right corner. And you're just gonna put it down here at the gate and just slide it open. Now just fold the page. Also, hint for further puzzles, try to like fold over the pages slowly, like if it was real origami, because sometimes there's going to be secrets hidden about. Or something I find kind of funny, because some future puzzles actually require you to look up, pay attention to the area. So it's so funny whenever I see people like criticize the games, like, oh, I love the visuals, but some of the puzzles are just dumb. It's like so obvious that they did not care for the visuals. And they're just like, oh, I'm gonna just turn this. Also, this is one of those areas where it's not perfectly obvious, unless you have the hints on that you can actually interact with something down here. Boom, open the door. Also, the end of every there's 3 stages, and the goal of each stage is to get the cherry blossom. We can't get it yet. We had to walk the long way around because as an origami man, we can't actually fold over and jump. Which I guess is a natural, or like, natural. A natural disadvantage of the origami man. Because, you know, there are real origami men walking around in the wilderness. I mean, they're made of trees, so why not? Also, you can just like fold over these lights. Only one of them. Oh, never mind. Only 2 of them actually got something under them. One is like the hatch we just found, and one is just a staircase. So I guess this is also a puzzle. As in, yay, you did a thing kind of puzzle. Just walk over to this hatch and see what's down here. Oh, this is one of those sections where the game just like auto folds because there's no way you could. Well, I guess you could do that in real life, fold it like that. Well. And now the music's gone, so it is kind of ambient slash creepy. Like you're anticipating an enemy. I mean, that character looks like a samurai or a ronin, so he probably can fight for himself. I doubt he would have gone for this journey if he couldn't fight for himself. Oh, sorry, I just wanted to be quiet so you guys could see the ambience. No, like see it, feel the ambience. And now, after walking like this, we can now get the cherry blossom. And that would conclude the first act. Also, we can share this to Miiverse, wolves sleeping beneath the pale moonlight, dreams at fault. There's so many like posts on Miiverse that I've seen like after this game came out that just like said that. Also, now we had to walk up to the tree and place its cherry blossom because you hate the winter. Honestly, I have no idea what's going on in this game, like plot-wise. But hey, we brought back some cherry blossoms. Now let's turn over to the next page and continue our adventure. Oh, or we open a new book. I guess that works too. Yay, Act 2, different color palettes. I'm just being quiet, I don't want to scare away the music. Any second now. Unless you consider the sound of running water to be music. Yes, that works. Also, you can tell, like, oh, we're supposed to fold this. There we go. Ta-ya! That's one of those that's not terribly obvious that you're supposed to interact with. Also, if you were patient enough for the music to come. I'm fairly fond of this piece. Also, we're actually in for an actual puzzle. Here we have to fold these sections of the level so we can keep on going. I'm kinda disappointed that they only ever actually made 2 puzzles like this in this game. Wait a second. Oh, that doesn't actually go anywhere. There you go. Because actually I'm really fond of like this puzzle, even though it's incredibly straightforward. Wait, can you walk up there? No, you can't. It's incredibly straightforward, that's why I'm getting stuck on it. Oh wait, now I remember. You just like turn the pages until you get something that you can traverse the world with. Dude, I'm so bad right now. Maybe I should have done some practicing of playing this game before I actually decided that I wanted to record it. Maybe that was an idea. I mean, this has to be how it works, right? There we go. Like, I kinda remember the solution, or I thought I did, so I was trying to go by memory instead of actually trying to think intuitively, which is why I was stuck there slightly longer. Also, there's the second one. Also, when I said it was only 2 of them, I was thinking of another one, like a third puzzle like this. So never mind me, there's 3 of them. You know, that one really wasn't the puzzle, it was more like, hey, now we can walk over. So yeah, I like episode quotation marks more than episode 2, or like episode 1. I like episode 2 more than I like episode 2. Well, that's a good thing. Nice to know I like things. Also, I got kinda stuck at this puzzle even though I knew what it was supposed to do. I wasn't able to properly do it. Here's the door. Open the door. Here's another door, but also a new background behind it. That's a different season. To change the seasons, we have to walk all the way to the right. And it's this swapping the seasons thing that I kinda got stuck at because I apparently was not paying enough attention to the hints. Anyway, here's a bell. This bell has the power to change the seasons. Why we don't bring the bell with us to our blossom tree, I don't know. Now you can either turn to the left, or you can turn to the right, which is winter. We're gonna go left, just because you know the background. There you go. Now I'm like all the way back to the tower. Also, there was this other thing I could have interacted with that you could have seen like this other that other piece of aura, in lack of a better word. Don't worry, we're gonna interact with it later. Just gonna open another door. Oh hey, it's just a thing we can interact with. But we need something from the Ice Age. Yes, this is time traveling. This isn't just like swapping the seasons. This is like we're going back to the dinosaurs and stuff. Walk all the way back. I was also kind of stuck in this game because what? They didn't let me turn a page properly. I was gonna be like, let's do this kind of. Dude, have to turn a page like that. And I really wish that like the developers, one thing I really like to see from the developers now would like be them like showing the actual like origami figurines they actually used as models in this game. I mentioned this earlier, but I don't know. It really is one of the best things about the game visually. It's just watching everything just fold or unfold, if you will. Sorry. So it's winter now, and we need something all the way to the left. Because there was something all the way to the left that we never knew of. Because I didn't show it. Don't worry, we're gonna get there eventually. Just have to make sure that the entire tower is out of frame. And then, there we are. This was a river. The river is now frozen. And I will get a thing. Piece of a dial. I just gotta walk back. Actually, I just realized this track actually also sounds kinda like the composer's other work, so that's 3 tracks. I know, I'm just gonna leave it up to you guys to figure out who the composer is. Don't worry, you're gonna see it in the credits anyways, but just gonna leave you guys guessing. Just zoom in on the dial and then inventory. And just like spin to win. Hold on. Oh hey, it's the yin yang symbol. Now we can open the door and bells. Okay. I'm going back then. Note that this tower has no bells. Like when you look at it right now. None. You know, except the ones mounted to the door, obviously. They're gonna go back and change the seasons. In a minute now. Kinda wish there was a run feature in this game, but I guess, but that would kinda be counterintuitive. I just mean for me right now. Also just completely just messed up the simple act of walking. Just turn the page. Slowly. And then let's walk back. Slowly. Listen to the soothing voice of the soothing sound of my voice. Even the part where I stutter and say the wrong things. That's soothing, right? This should be like one of those like relaxations let's plays where you're just like whispering into the microphone like, relax now! Hey, bells! And now you just have to... By the way, I guessed that. I'm not sure if you actually had to click it on a specific order or whatnot, but I just kind of got that, just kind of guessed. So it was kind of like the wind chimes, just that there was no visual cue as I'm aware of. Just the fact that you had to listen to the notes, but I'm not even sure if the notes like sound in any kind of specific way. Now you open this door, and then there's another door behind it, exactly similar to the one to the right of us. Ah, don't worry, another door to the right of us is open. The one with the cherry blossom on it. We fold over again. And there it is. It's cherry blossom. Can I walk behind this? Is there a stamp behind this? I can't interact with the door, so I guess not. A pristine waterfall, cascading downwards. Crimson leaves. Crimson leaves what? He leaves what? Sorry about the joke. I'm not very much of a comedian. Do I sure as hell try to be? I just place another Share Blossom and... poof. I mean, it's still winter though. Those are still gonna freeze and die. Your efforts are meaningless. Now let's fold over the page to the third and final act, even though based on the branches it looks like there should be a fourth one, which I kinda wish there was. Because I actually really like the third act. Because this actually feels like a bunch of puzzles in this one. Now we're by the ocean. Yeah, I got nothing more to say. We're by the ocean. But don't worry, we're not alone on the ocean. We're gonna have a companion real soon. Once you fold over this. But we're gonna get to him soon, but not right now. First, we have to traverse some wildlands. Hold on, I need to just watch this. God, I love how the left thing just folds. So, if you want to get out of it as fast as possible, you take the top route. Like, you go to the stairs again, and then there will be a branch again, then there will be a staircase on the top. I don't feel like doing that. Because I never actually went the opposite way. Maybe I can actually find a stamp. Or maybe I'm just walking into a dead end. Who knows? Who knows? Well, probably the developers, they know. Just fold over again. I think this is the area that you connect to again once you went up the top of the stairs. Hold on, I'm just gonna check this real quick. It's like fold. Yeah, it's the exact same area. So basically this is just an area where you can run in a circle for a while, and then you could just like fold over. And you're back here again. I did it! I did a puzzle! I need to stop being so cynical with this game. Sorry, I was just listening to the music. Look at that grotto. We're going into that grotto, but our path is blocked by this more paper mache. How weird must it be to walk around and see pieces of yourself everywhere? Like, I'm made of this. Well, I guess you already do that when you look at an atomic level. There's carbon everywhere. I'm not sure why I was trying to do some kind of existential joke. I don't know. Also, remember when I said it was like 3 of those folding puzzles? Here's the third one, and I actually really like the third one. It's kind of gotten slightly more to it. It's also kind of fun to see it unfold, kind of. Oh well. Just go to the left, I think. No, we're gonna find out if this is the right solution or not, simply by trial and error. Nope, that was the wrong solution. Aren't you so glad that you have me to help you with this? Someone who actually knows the game. I actually don't know the game, that's the joke. We're just gonna have to walk up here. And this is where this gets kind of fun, because you have to like... You're gonna end up running a bunch in a circle. There we go. And... all the way. Voila. I don't know, first time I saw that, I just thought it was kind of cool. Like, you go up the stairs, and then on the top, go to the left, and down, and right, and then out again. Again, I wish there were more puzzles like that in this game. Now we got into a cave. I'm telling you the obvious. I wonder how many times I have to tell that joke before someone laughs. Also, this is one where they didn't find out a way to fold the entire world, so like, I just turned like a page. I had a couple of those, I'm not sure why I just noted it right now. Remember when I said we were gonna have a companion? Well, we're gonna have one right now. It's a jigsaw puzzle. This piece goes over there, this piece goes over there, and this piece goes over there. I did a thing! Also, we folded a boat. Boat is gonna be our companion. Also, see how we can let you fold over here? It just makes you go off the boat. Oh well. Now we're on an adventure. Also, tapping like I'm doing right now does not speed it up. Also, sorry about the stuttering periodically. That's not the video, that's the game. Or it's obviously happening in the video because the game is doing it. But the occasional stutter actually happens in-game. I think it just happens whenever it loads stuff. The lighthouse! We can't do anything in the lighthouse at the moment. Also, this is one of the tracks where you can tell who the composer is, kind of. I just have to take this fire, pick it up, and place it places. Just like with our hands. And you can tell that, oh, those... I don't know what those paper pieces are doing. I think they're supposed to be like seals. Like seals as in an actual seal. To like, you know, to seal stuff in, not as in the animal. I realized how weird that sounded, like, oh, they're seals. I could fold it. One thing it changes is like the placement of the fire. Actually, yeah, you can really tell who the composer of it is, of this track is. Especially if you played a game that came out this February. And we're at the shipwreck. Seems like about a good place to like leave. Ah, it failed. I was gonna do like a funny noise to this. Also, note that symbol up there. Did you notice it? Did you notice the symbol? Okay, next page. This is also one of those moments where I was mentioning why it would be a good idea to like fold slowly. Hey, another symbol. That looks like the 6. Like the letter 6. That's not a letter. Numbers are not letters. Now we're gonna turn slowly, and what's that? Looks like an H. So 3 lines, 6H. What does all that mean? Well, once you get over here, maybe I should like turn slowly again to see if there's something more revealed. No, that's just the H again. Oh, and there's that symbol. Okay, that's where it is. First time I did this puzzle, I like saw the 3 first symbols. 6 H, and then I kind of like guessed the last one. That's the first one. And then this is just like, oh, you had to spin the thing. Dude, I was gonna be so impressed if I did that purely by like spinning randomly. Was I even sure of this? Oh. I thought like I got the first one properly, so like, I'm just gonna place it according to that one. Oh well. There goes the second one. And what did we get for all this? Whatever this is. A cog. If you say so. But yeah, never noticed that symbol before. Shows you that you should really just be folding these pieces carefully, because there's a second puzzle that requires this solution. Also, why would you not fold this slowly? That's like the main attraction of this game. That's the main attraction with origami in general. Just put this boat on fire. I don't know about you guys, put on fire. You shouldn't laugh at your own jokes, that makes them less funny. You can have someone else laugh at your jokes, and then that's gonna be funny, because you own 20% of the time when you laugh is basically because of social things. That's why they have laugh tracks. To make you feel not alone when you're watching a comedy. Let's just fold ourselves on this. What? Oh yeah. It's kind of fun also just watching this boat like spin in circles. Captain, I lost control! And just keep going, just not doing a silly accent. I mean, I already have one. But that one isn't silly, that one's just stupid. Also, I just realized the microphone has been picking up every time I just like tap on the screen just to go faster. You know, you're not even going faster. If anything, you're going slower because you're like constantly redirecting where you're facing. So now we have, but we've now looks like we've lit all the bonfires. Where is the last one? Well, that's where the lighthouse comes in. That's where the lighthouse comes in. Lighthouse, that was your cue to enter the frame. Come on. Ah, there we go. Jesus, those instruments right there sounds like straight out of the game soundtrack. I'm not gonna say who the composer is. I'm gonna find out. Most of you already probably know who it is anyway, so this isn't exciting for anyone. Kinda just annoying. I'll just turn the page. Hold on, just need to look at those mountains that I fold. Hey, look at that. There's a thing messing up there. Gee, I wonder what it's missing. It's missing fire. And you're like, oh, is something supposed to happen? Oh, wait. Spin to win. I told you the top was missing fire. And now we just gotta get a fire in frame, and there we go. Jumps went off, which means that we solved the puzzle. Ah, the fire doesn't fold. Why didn't I make foldable fire? Actually, why is there fire in general? I just now thought about this. Why is there fire in a paper mache world? Shouldn't that be like some kind of unstoppable evil? Maybe the fire's the real villain. We sail off knowing this, that would spread the evil across the world. And also, and just first time I did that, I found it so funny, just like how easily you can just like flip away that piece of fire. Not piece of fire, that rock. Dude, I need to work with my stuttering. Like, not stuttering, but saying the wrong things. This cave isn't pleasant. It doesn't even have that cool music I've been talking all about. Hey, it's this arch again. What is this arch doing here? I don't know. And just fall over. And even though we just came out of a cave... Oh, it's not letting me interact with it. Well, I guess that's for later. Let's get on land first. And then we're just gonna... You know, this is the way I'm gonna tell if the audio, like the commentary and the actual in-game video, is gonna be desynced, because I'm just gonna sound like I'm just like choking on something every time I like unfold, sometime either right before or right after I unfold a boat. So we're gonna be entering this mansion with those symbols on it. Yes, there is a reason why I made note of the symbols, and we're gonna find out why later. And by later I mean real soon. Those 4 symbols. That's how you open the door. Just gonna fold this. Wait, why does the right thing fold inwards while the left one folds like that? Hey, there are symbols on the inside, and there's a symbol in there on the left side of the wall. Gee, I wonder what this means. Oh well, let's go pray. Under those 7 symbols up there. Then we'll fold again. And we're back to those 2 symbols again. Hold on, I'm just looking for symbols as I fold the world. Let's get close to this one, and spin to win. And lower it. And this is what I had to do earlier. Also double tap to get out of the menu with the menu. You get out of the screen. Also, you could note something. These two statues are holding separate things, and meanwhile, it looks like they're missing another piece of another thing. Look at these 7 symbols of these things. And then there was another symbol like that earlier. I'll fall over. Let's turn this over. And... dude, I'm standing. Don't fold over. Come on. Come on. Fold over again. We already seen those 2 symbols. Is there anything else? I'm gonna go over here. And we're gonna encounter the hardest puzzle in the game, because people who play this game were not appreciative of how this world, just looking at how this world folded. Which is also why I made that offhand comment earlier about, oh, so many people like complaining, also symbol there on the left side of that thing, so we can assume there's one on the right side and then one in the middle. Also, that's the reason why I made that like one offhand comment about how people are like complaining about that, like complimented the visuals but complained about this puzzle. So now we see those symbols we've seen all over. So we've seen 4 of the crescent moon one, but we can assume there's a 5th one on the right of it. I'm saying this because I actually guessed this one. We've seen 4 of this. We've seen... I don't know how many of this, so I'm gonna say 8 for now. I know we've seen 8 of this one, but let's just put this one as 10. I don't know where the 2 last of that symbol is. That's actually the one thing I guessed. And then just for the heck of it, I just assumed that I needed another one of the crescent moon. Besides that, I found all of the symbols that you need to find. But hey, now we have a sword, though it looked like it was missing a handle. Manually have to get out of it. Yeah, I actually don't know where I lost, like, or where I missed, like, the last 2 of this, like, symbol. The one, like, down here in the middle. I wish that there was, like, a reticle, but oh well, you know the symbol there. There's 2 of those I never find, so keep on going. Because now we're gonna go to the part where I kind of failed the drugs, like, this, even though we went into a cave and then we didn't go into another one. Don't worry, we're gonna go into another cave. Just fold this over again. Just that symbol, but... oh! I see it! I see it! Under the left house! Under the left house! There's the one! There's one of them. Now we just need to find a second one. I like, even though I just showed you the puzzle solution, I'm still looking for the actual symbols. Oh, I see a lot of people in Miiverse having trouble with that puzzle, but there's one person I've seen. One Italian dude I've seen. And like, I've seen a lot on a couple of games. And it's like, oh, this game was a waste of money. It's like, why? Because this part's stupid. Are you sure you're just not bad at this, or you didn't get it? No, it's stupid, I'm perfect. I am not a nice person. Well, I'm gonna be nice enough to not mention his name, but I mention his nationality. I've taken note of a specific user and I dislike him. Oh well. Let's not talk about hatred, just like, look how cool this boat is. Also, now there's a hint in front of this one. Hold on, that way. Ta-da! Now I'm just gonna go in this cave. And by cave, I mean we're gonna unfold the entire building. Or like, not unfold it, you're gonna fold it. What's with... I noticed that I keep starting whenever I go into a cave. Also, now there's just a bunch of foxes or fennikins. I think they're fennikin foxes. I realize just walk up to this mirror thing. I was gonna collect it. But, oh wait. They're guarding him. Or you just have to, like, match the pictures. Well, now those are facing each other perfectly. Those 2 are mirrored. Those 2 are not mirrored perfectly. Oh, I just heard like the score again, like the third track that kind of sounded like soundtrack from a specific game. There we go. And once you have the mirror, you will solve the puzzle. Yeah, I'm just listening to the music to make sure I'm not completely nuts. Also, that was a mirror. That wasn't actually a... You would think that was a shield because of what we're gonna use it for, but no, that was a mirror. Well, no one said it wasn't a mirror shield. Maybe this is the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, aka the greatest video game of all time. Oh, you know, some people say that. Blah! Now we're just gonna sail back to the mansion. You know, the folded mansion. And now we're gonna save the mansion from being folded forever. Though I guess no, this isn't a two-dimensional world. This is just two-dimensional beings being forced into a three-dimensional world. Dude, I'm suddenly starting to think way too deeply about this. It's like, isn't it terrible to be in a world when it's folded like that? But it's like, no, it wouldn't because they're paper. But the paper is still a three-dimensional thing because we can actually directly interact with it. Also, boat. Please, get in position. Would have been fun if I found a way to, like, eternally, or like, well, I guess eternally, like circle around an object, so just be like, wee-hee, carousel ride. Also, this guy, the main character, whoever he is, I don't know what his name is. When he's walking up the stairs, he kind of looked like he has kind of the Simon Belmont strut. Or maybe he does have the Simon Belmont strut in general. Because the main thing with Simon Belmont strut is the fact that his feet, like, never leaves the ground. No, he does not have the Simon Belmont strut because it doesn't bend his knees enough. Though it looks like it does that when it goes upstairs. Time to just like enter the mansion again. Sorry, I'm just like looking for that symbol I didn't find last time. Oh wait! Is that the 5th crescent moon symbol on the left side of it? I think it is. Or was that just the 3rd one? Ah, forget, God. So wondering what we're gonna do in front of here. Well, this is where the cherry blossom was. We're gonna go back here. Turn back time, or, you know, just a dial. Or the cog. And we're gonna give this guy the sword without a handle. Oh yeah, it actually doesn't have a handle. How do you wield this? This isn't a sword, it's just a blade. Well, I guess if the shield is supposed to be a mirror, I guess that qualifies as a sword. Spin back this. Put back the shield. And we did it. We solved the final puzzle of the game. Ocean breeze, long since dormant. My heart swells. Dude, I should probably go into a doctor with that swelling heart problem. Doesn't sound good. Now we're gonna go back and put this cherry blossom on the branch, though it looks like we would be missing another cherry blossom. You know, since we manually ripped up one of them. Well, actually, I guess that would explain how we suddenly got all of them on top now. Because we still had one we ripped off manually ourselves. You know, that one. You worked so hard to get those back and you just rip it off? Oh, he wants a high five. Or a low five or whatever. Hey, that's Tengami. Cherry Blossom Falls, Death's Embrace, a new beginning. Here, there's just 3 people. The gender for girls, not one of those rare people. Ria was visual designer for... Yeah, this... God. And here's the composer, David Weiss. There's a reason I said this music sounded like a game from February, because he did the Donkey Kong Country Returns music. He's trying to say, like, the other people that designed the game. Jennifer was not rare. Ria was artist designer for Perfect Dark Zero. and the guy all the way to the right, Philip, was engineer something, gameplay engineer something for Diddy Kong Racing. Also localization, right here. Like earlier was Swedish and Danish. That's the reason for my offhand comment in the Mario Kart video. I was like, oh, do you remember when games get localized? You remember Denmark and Sweden, but you forget about Norway. Did I get a memory of? I didn't get to read it in time. A game using the Havoc engine. Last time where people got their hands on the Havoc engine, they made Veggie Queen Suin Nuts and Bolts. Made by Meow Meow. I don't know, I really like the name Meow Meow. It's fun to say. Also, just that at Meow Meow Games. That just kind of looks like so weird with like the AMs. But oh well. That was Tengami. That took way less time than I was expecting it to. Like even less time once I knew how to beat the game. So, you might now understand partially why I don't recommend the game at its full current price. On the eShop for like $8. I think the iOS release is cheaper, but I don't know by how much. Regardless, some people will probably find this game worth the money. There's also just for replay value, you can look up the stamps that I didn't collect any of because I had 8 of them and I wasn't really looking for the last 2. So there's some replay value to the game if you want to play that. But in general, it's just kind of a soothing, pleasant to look at game with some really nice origami. So if you think it's worth it to pay $8 to watch Origami, then you should. If not, wait until this game goes on Steam for like 30% off and gives like $5. Anyways, thank you for watching. And next time, I don't know what I'm gonna play. I'll figure it out by then. So, later.